Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a fun one for me. I have a 9-year-old granddaughter. Her name is Alyssa. She loves makeup. This girl can't wait until she's old enough to wear makeup. She's almost 10. She'll be 10 next month. Alright, so I asked her to pick my makeup for this video. So I actually just guided her to where the palettes were, you know, where each product was, and I just told her to pick one. And so everything that she has, except for my eye primer, because I forgot to ask her to pick an eye primer for me, was chosen by her. So some of them I can understand why she chose that product. Some of them is like, I wouldn't expect her to choose that one. But let's have some fun and see what she actually chose for me. Okay, so we're going to start with primer. So the primer, the overall primer that she chose for me is the True Match by L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, and this is in the shade 902 Light Glow. So we're going to put that on all over our face, which it was actually a good choice because of the foundation that she chose for me. So I'm going to put a little bit of that. And then I also had to pick something that was pore blurring, because I do need a little bit. This one doesn't really, you know, blur anything. It just gives you like a nice glow. And you can also use it as a highlighter if you want to. You can mix it into your foundation. But yeah, I decided to just use it as a primer, which is what I told her it was. I asked her to pick, I gave her the pore primers, the pore blurring primers that I had, and I asked her to choose one. And she chose this one because she thought the packaging was really cute. And she loved the color. And she thought it was different than everything else that I had that is pretty much like in a tube or, you know, a bottle. So this is a good primer. This is the Nessa Myricks, what is a Yummy Balm, which is, you can use it as a primer. You can use it as a foundation, as a powder. But the only way that I've been able to get it to work for me, or the best way that I can get it to work for me, is as a pore blurring primer. I've tried it as a foundation and as a powder, and I really don't like it like that for that. So if you ever see this, they have it quite often as a 100-point perk on Sephora. I would recommend it. It's really good to blur your pores. All right, and then the eye primer is the only thing that I forgot to ask her. So I'm going to use the Sigma. This is the eyeshadow base primer in Ignite, and I love this. I mean, I've used so much of this. I still have quite a bit. You get quite a bit of product. But I already have a backup because they had it on sale not too long ago, like 40% off or 30% off. So I got a backup for it. But this is really good. This really covers all your veining and redness or anything you could have on your face. And it holds onto your foundation. And it's matte. It is not greasy, but it's not drying. It's just a perfect primer for me. I like it. I really do. I would say this and the Gerard Cosmetics are probably my two favorite eye primers. All right, so the foundation that you chose for me is a Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. And this is a matte foundation. And I like it. I really think it looks really pretty on your skin. It lasts all day. And even though it's matte, it's not something that is going to look cakey or looks super dry on your face. The only thing I don't like is the pump. Actually, I mean the dropper, but it does work. But I haven't been able to find on Amazon, I'm sure they have it, a pump that fits this bottle, because this is like shorter than your normal bottles of foundation. So the ones that I have, the pumps that I have are like for regular bottles, and they don't really, they're too tall for that. This is a Persona brush. I'm going to take a little bit of what's left there and add it to the areas that I always like to add a little extra. This foundation is like $10, which is not bad at all. I really love Catrice. Catrice has such amazing products. and they're so affordable. I think the highest price product they have is the $10 foundation. Everything else is under 10. For corrector, she chose the Bobbi Brown. This is the Intensive Skin Serum Corrector, and I have it in light bisque. And she thought the packaging looked very nice and classy. So, yeah. So I'm going to use the back of the foundation brush. It has a brush for like concealer. And over here, I'm going to use my finger. And this is a really nice corrector. And it's very light. It's not light consistency. It is not super thick or emollient. So I like it because it really sinks into the skin. Some of them can be so emollient that it kind of sits on top of your skin. And this one is a really nice one. I like it. She also has one that is like in a little pot. And I like that one also. But this one I think is the last one she released. It's been out for a while. I have so many different correctors because boy do I need corrector. Alright, and then I thought it was funny. I asked her, what did you pick this? She picked the Maybelline New Instant Age Rewind, and this is in the color light pale. And I said, because I mean this doesn't have like, I mean it's fine, I don't hate the packaging, but nothing that I would think she would go for. So I asked her, I said, why did you choose that one? She goes, I don't know, you used quite a bit of it, so I think that means that you like it. I said, okay. Is this coming out? Yeah, didn't think it was coming out. She goes, so I think that means that you like it. I said, yeah, I do actually. So I'm gonna use the foundation part of it. I don't know if this is old. Yeah, this I think is old. Oh my gosh, this is ruining everything. This is an old product, so we're gonna take it off. This is not working. I think I have a new one that I haven't opened. So let me go get that. All right, I'm gonna put a little more eye cream since I had to take everything off. So I do have a new one, and this is the same shade, medium, brighten. Oh, this is a brightener illuminator. Let's see how this works. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna work. This looks very pink, so I don't know if that's gonna work. So let me get a little bit of foundation and fix what I broke. I'm going to try putting just a little bit of this, but it looks like that one is a brightener also, so kind of like a corrector. So I don't know if I need as much. We're going to put a little bit. Alright, so we're going to put some of this. Let's see how this works out. I may have to put like a little bit of foundation on top just to fix it. I use my finger. Okay, I have the Maybelline Active Wear Concealer, so we're going to try a little bit of that. Mainly here and here. And all of the products that you chose for my face are all powder. I don't have any cream products. So, alright, so the powder that you chose for me is the Cloud Set from Kosas. And this is in Breezy. So we are going to use a little bit under the eyes. I'm going to use a bigger brush. This is Dalton. So the palette that she chose for me is one that I think is gorgeous. I haven't used it. It's from Blend Bunny, and this is a 20 Shades Ultra Glam palette. Now, it's funny. I said, why did you choose it? She goes, well, I like the packaging. She goes, it's got lips and it's like, you know, like shiny. And then I like the name, Blend Bunny. I thought that was pretty. And then when she opened the inside, she goes, oh, those, yes, this is it. This is all, the glitters is what, you know, hooked her. So I've had this for a while and not used it. So thank you, Alyssa, for choosing a palette that I have not used. Let's do gray. I'm going to try to stay on this on this side right here. I don't want to do pinks or anything like that. I feel like I do that often. So I am going to use this one close up on my crease. I don't want that super white on there, so I do want something that's going to, and I think gray and pink looks pretty together. Blend Buddy is an indie brand. They have beautiful, beautiful palettes, and their formula is really, really good. If you've never tried it before, it's a really nice formula. Yeah, and I purchased this when they had it on sale. I can't remember if it was like during Black Friday or something like that, but I've never used it. So I'm glad that she chose that. Okay, then I'm going to go into this gray right here, and that one is called The Look. The one I used before, the pinky one, is called Close Up. So this one is called The Look. I'm going to use the Sigma. This is the E27. And this one is a little smaller, and it's like a little bit pinched in, so you can be a little more precise as to where you put the shadow. So today's actually Valentine's Day, and my husband went walking now, but we're gonna go out to lunch. If we ever go out for Valentine's Day, which sometimes we do, it's never for dinner, because for dinner is crazy anywhere you go. So we usually do either, you know, like a late breakfast, brunch kind of thing, or lunch. But today I wanted to make sure he could get his walk in, because he's been doing really well with his walk. So I don't like to have lunch real early anyway. So I told him, go ahead and go. Lately I've been trying to eat lunch later and then just have something small for dinner. Not have like a full dinner. This one is pitch black, and this one is more like a gray. This one is the gray, this one's a pitch black. So I think I want to go into the gray one right now. It's called Shapely, which is this one right here. I'm going to use the same brush because it's nice and small. So I can pretty much keep it where I want it. I don't have any fallout. These indie brands, I don't know how they do, you know, makeup differently, their shadows, but they're normally so good. Sometimes you do have to pay a little more for them, but really not anymore, because everything is so expensive. And over here also, I don't have any additional product on here. It's just what was on the brush and what's on my lid. So I told her I was going to send a picture of the completed look to her so she can see what it looks like. Okay, I'm going to go back to this light pink and just blend the edge. Okay, and I'm going to take this one here and use that on my brow bone, and I'm going to use this is also from Persona, because the white that's in here is like super white, and I don't really want to use that on my brow bone. It looks too white. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of the Pat McGrath. This is the Intensa Eyes, because I'm going to put some of that glitter, and I would like for it to stay. I think I want to use the pink one. I think that will look pretty with the gray. So let's cut. Ooh! Oh my goodness. Holy guacamole. That is gorgeous. I got one too far. Oh my gosh, that's so pretty. Okay, I need this. I'm going to go in the pink and try to be a little more precise here in my inner corner and around the edge right here. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. That is just absolutely gorgeous. That pink is called Wink. Okay, let me see if I can take a little bit of that off. Oh, I don't think so. Let me see if I can add a little bit of my concealer and take it off. Take a little bit of that off. I don't want it that far down. Let me let it sit there for a second. I want to take a little bit of that dark gray again, the Shapely. Let me go ahead and fix the concealer. I'm going to take this brush right here, which is just like an eyebrow brush or something like that. And I'm going to use Smoking the Black to line my lid. That is so intense and so black. Oh my goodness. Super intense and black. And I'm just barely touching it. I don't want it that dark under on my lower lash line. So I'm going to go for the one that is called Shapely, which is the one that is like a gray, a dark gray. It's still dark. From my inner corner, I'm going to go into this one, Accentuate, and I'm going to use the same little pencil brush. I just cleaned it off. It's this one right here, this silver one. That's all I'm going to do on my eyes. For mascara, she chose the Dalton Lifting and Volumizing Mascara because it's pink. To the brows, and for the brows she chose the Lawless because it's pretty and it's like a rose gold. I do like this one though. I like the tiny brush, and it does a really good job. It's not scary pigmented where, you know, you have to be careful because you can end up with Groucho Marx brows. It has a nice amount of pigment, but it's very natural looking. Alrighty, so now let's finish the face with the bronzer, blush, and highlighter and lipsticks. So she chose this one, and I really couldn't understand. I have other bronzers that are prettier packaging, but I asked her, I said, why'd you choose that one? She goes, I don't know. It looks nice. I said, yeah, it is nice, but I just thought she would choose something that was a little more. So this is by Essence, and this is in the shade 20, Sun Kissed in California. So we're going to use a little bit on the cheeks. I just thought that she usually goes for, you know, the packaging, and then the eyeshadows, if she opens them and she sees that they're all neutral, then she won't go for that. Even if it has beautiful packaging, she wants some shimmer. See, this bronzer is nice because it's not like, it's not too much. All right, and then for blush, she chose this one from Tarte, and this was like, I think it was a Christmas before last, maybe 2022, that they had these little trios, and some of them brought like a blush. It came, I think, 4 trios in the package, either 3 or 4. And this one is all blushes, but there was some that brought like a blush, bronzer, highlighter. And so this one, I said, which shade do you want? And she goes, it doesn't matter, whichever you want. So this one has a little bit of glow. This is like a peachy one, but I think I'm going to go for this one right here. And I don't know, they're called, this one is called Playtime. Ooh, I need to take a little bit off. Playtime is not playing. This one is not available, and I don't think these are regular shades that they have in their collection, so I don't think you can get this anymore. But I'm glad she chose it because it's nice to shop your stash. All right, so now for highlighter, she chose the Becca, and this is in the shade Opal because of the packaging, of course. She goes, it's a beautiful color, the packaging, and it looks like a flying saucer. So yes, good reasons to pick it. And this was a special edition that was for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and I got it because I try to support anything that is breast cancer. And yeah, we're gonna go a little bit. I love Becca highlighters, and I am so glad that Smashbox decided to keep them, to take over their highlighters, because I think they're amazing. I think Becca and Ofra are two of the best companies that have beautiful highlighters. Now Ofra, to me, they're a little more like see you from outer space, but you can just use a little bit, it'll be fine. Okay, that is pretty. All right, so we're done with that. And then for lipsticks, she chose this lip liner by Charlotte Tilbury, and this is in the shade Savage Rose. That is the lip liner. And then the lipstick, she chose this. Of course, Charlotte has beautiful packaging, so yes. And she chose this because of the color and also because it's got kind of gimmicky. So this is the Lancome and Kiss Me Ruby number 03. And I don't think I've used this lipstick. And if I did, it's only like once because it looks like it hasn't really been worn. So let's do the lip liner. Okay, so the lipstick, I start my camera shut off. Imagine that. This is again the 03 Kiss Me Ruby by Lancome. I think she did a good job picking the lip liner and the lipstick to match. I tell you, that little girl loves makeup. Good job, Alyssa. I hardly ever, if ever, really put any lip gloss over my lipstick. Now, if I do my entire lip with a lip liner, I do like to apply a little bit of gloss. Or if I just line my lips and I, you know, like a lip oil or gloss. But she wanted me to wear a gloss. So she actually put this one on herself and she goes, ooh, this tastes good, smells good, looks pretty. So this is the CoverGirl Clean Fresh Yummy Gloss, and this is in the shade 350. You Are Just Jelly. These are nice. They smell like strawberries or watermelon or something. I think strawberries. And I'm going to wipe this because I don't want my lipstick to go inside the gloss. So I like to wipe the wand before I put it in. Okay, so that's it. So now she also picked a setting spray, and it's because the bottle is so pretty. And she goes, the name is Fablux, which almost sounds like fabulous. So that is an amazing reason to pick a setting spray. So I already have mascara, so I'm going to spray my brush and apply it that way. Some under my eyes. That helps with the creasing of your concealer. And some especially on my, even though today's cool, so I don't think I'm going to have anything. I thought I had to change like shirts, but I think this makeup looks fine with the shirt. I have a hair. It's a Clara hair. And anyways, like I said, today is cool. So I want to be able to wear like what I have on, like a sweatshirt or something. All right, so this is my completed look. I will zoom you up as I'm editing so that you can see the completed look. I think she did an amazing job. What do you guys think? I really think she did. I'm going to put a little more blush, just a tiny bit of that same shade. Just a little bit more, and then I'm going to put a little more powder where my pores are to try to blur them a little bit. This eyeshadow palette, oh my gosh, that pink shadow is fabulous. It looked more like a topper, But wow, it did a great job on my lids. It doesn't look like a topper on my lids. It looks amazing. I wonder what it would do if I'm going to put a little bit on both sides. This is so pretty. I'm going to spray it because I don't like to wet my eyeshadow. Oh, yeah, you know what? You don't need to wet it. It looks about the same whether you wet it or not. I think the eye primer helped a lot. That's beautiful though. Oh my gosh, what shine. That is gorgeous. But then it's not chunky, so it doesn't look like too much, because I don't like chunky you know, glitter on my eyes, because to me it's just too much for me. It looks beautiful on other people, but I just don't like it on me. But this looks absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to put a little bit more of this and just over my pores right here to kind of blur them a little bit. All right, guys, so this is the completed look. I think Alyssa did an amazing job. She actually picked colors that went together. I think, you know, well, this eyeshadow, with the eyeshadow look that I have, I can wear just about any lipstick. But this is gorgeous. This is so, so pretty. Have you guys ever tried Blend Bunny? I was going to say Bad Bunny. No, that's a singer. Anyway, they really do have some really, really pretty eyeshadows. And really gorgeous. I will link them below. And if I can find a discount code, I don't have one. They don't know who I am. But if I can find a discount code for them, I will also list it. Some of the ladies that I watch, they use a lot of indie brands, and they do have discount codes for most of them. So anyway, I love everything that she chose for me. She did an amazing job. Thank you, Alyssa, for picking my makeup for today. And this is a makeup that I will be wearing out today with Huevo. She calls my husband, she calls her grandfather Huevo, and I'm Uva. Oh my, our grandkids call us that. So anyways, this is it, guys. I hope that you enjoy this video. Thank you so, so much for spending some time with me. Happy Valentine's Day. I love you, and I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.